We are 1 hour away from going live for our virtual event, Crisis Communication and Your Response Plan for COVID-19. The goal of this discussion is to educate, connect, and provide some solutions for our event professionals. Some of the elements I feel that will come up in discussion tonight is the infamous question, what do I do? What do I do with my small business? What are some tangible solutions that can come out of tonight's discussion that every participant can walk away with and say, okay, I've got some tools, now I know what to do. Chris Henderson from Y Station Communications and Research is our speaker for this evening, and he was selected because of his vast experience in crisis communication across a wide variety of sectors. There's a common mood, and that mood is fear, and that mood is a desire for community, given the public health restriction right now, but also as a best practice and due diligence. Everyone who's tuning in, we are all in the comfort of our own home or office, not only to keep ourselves safe and others safe, even though we're not exhibiting symptoms, but we want to practice that this may be our new way of doing things. The outcomes I hope for tonight is that all of us who entered into this virtual conversation today are coming out of it more informed, are coming out of it with hope and optimism that tomorrow is another day, that we hope to find more solutions, that small business have a fighting chance, and that people will start healing from the anxiety, the stress, the panic that has consumed many of us globally. We have a responsibility as a community, as people, as event professionals to do something. And this is one example of us doing something. Now more than ever, do we need to support small businesses? Do we need to find ways to still connect virtually with family, with friends, with our grandparents, with our colleagues? And the day will come where we'll be able to be in a room again and celebrate. And until then, let's continue to stay connected and be educated and support one another. PlanIt Sound, as we always have been, we're ready. We have always adopted a proactive, adaptable, creative solution to how we operate as a business, to how we operate and work with our clients and our vendors and staff, and we will continue on that trajectory. After 10 years of being a small business, we're not going to change that. Regardless of what the environment continues to evolve to be during this pandemic, we will continue to be strong, we will continue to be united, and we will be there 1,000% with all of our clients through this pandemic and through all of our vendors, our suppliers, our partners, and our valued staff. We couldn't do this alone, and we couldn't do this without you. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining IDEA Edmonton Chapter's virtual event.
This is going to keep changing, and you need to be very comfortable with uncertainty. This is where you find out what kind of company and what kind of person you are. This is where you show, this kind of event is where you show your values. What is it about your company that even in the face of a crisis, you can show people? That's going to be important because for a lot of people, this is a really extraordinary thing that's happening to them, and they will remember who you decided to be at this critical time. As event planners, you have incredible relationships in this community. Those relationships are really going to be the foundation of what any community needs to get through a crisis. You guys regularly pull off the impossible, and you create so much value for so many people. When the dust settles, I think you're going to be better at what you do than you were before.
Stephanie has another great question here for you, Chris. How do you communicate while mitigating the fear?
There's really only two things that anybody should be doing right now. Either staying away from other people to not contribute to a contagion, or helping other people. The number of people, I think I have 3 people that are on this list of participants have offered to drop off food for me while we came in from the United States. We're stuck in the house. They're just as worried they're as worried as anybody I know about their about their businesses. I think it's just, this is your opportunity to just, if you want to mitigate fear, you just have to put that positivity out into the world.
But I think it's a real answer, Chris, right? And I think a lot of us are thinking that, going back to the theme of this discussion and your presentation, this is about empathy. This is the time for us. We have to put our personal stuffs aside, and we do what's right, and we take care of each other. So thank you so much, everyone. Take good care. We'll be in touch.